I'll give you a tip for how you can find it in Revelation, the mark of the beast. It's the last book of the Bible, Revelation. It's chapter 13, which most of us associate with kind of a bad number to begin with. And it's the last 3 verses in chapter 13 in the book of Revelation, 16 through 18, which talks about a time when all people, great and small, free and bond, rich and poor, free and bond or imprisoned or enslaved, will not be able to buy or sell, or will be forced or caused to have a mark on their right hand or their forehead without which they cannot buy and sell. So we now have, let's see if I can recap, we've got the biggest retailer on the globe doing an enormous push into this. We've got the biggest consumer product company on the globe having developed the technology in the first place. We've got enormous companies like IBM which want to create the so-called smarter planet where everything would be embedded with sensors or RFID tags and everything would be tracked all the time. We've got the big credit card companies, which are the primary way in which we buy and sell. So you're in outer space, you say, so they buy Procter & Gamble stuff. What do they buy at Walmart? What do they buy it with? Credit cards. So now you've got the credit cards with the RFID tags in them. And then the only other thing that you really need at that point is for the public to say, well, let's go ahead and make this a real permanent part of ourselves. And if you talk to people in Germany, where they recently did a poll, they said, would you take an RFID implant into your body if it made your shopping easier? And 25% of Germans said, absolutely. So we are, I think, a couple of heartbeats away from being able to do it. And this is amazing to me because for 2,000 years, people have tried to understand that prophecy. You know, you have John out there on the Isle of Patmos. He's in exile. He's an old man living, you know, practically out of a cave in Greece. And he has this vision. And I'm sure that when he saw the vision of Revelation, he said, I don't get that mark part. I don't get how you buy and sell with a number. Because I know this, some of the most brilliant theologians since that time, Isaac Newton, for example, devoted 1 million words written by quill pen and candlelight, trying to interpret Revelation, trying to understand what was meant by that. And he couldn't do it. The Bible makes it very clear that the prophecies of the end time are meant to be understood by the people living in that time. And the fact that now, when you ask Isaac Newton, how do you buy and sell with a number? He'd go, well, let me write a couple thousand pages and try to figure it out. You can ask an 8-year-old child today, how do you buy and sell with a number? Well, use a credit card. We use them all the time. I don't, but most people do.